Good evening and welcome to Season 13 of Next Gen with Group A1 Tour as the penultimate round of this championship. We're here at the Oulton Park Foster's circuit tonight, so very short as Envoy Extreme's gone round at the... just have to... Where's he gone? That's after the Cascades. He's gone on the 90 right at the bottom of the Cascades. You look at one behind Mofo in the BMW. As everyone has their out laps. Very short circuit here at the Foster circuit. Just 1.65 miles long. But still a very big challenge. We have 15 drivers in tonight. We have Scooby G, Envoy Extreme, The Dizzler, Wifford Zero, Adam Morris, One High Mofo, Webster Johnny, Slidergas, The Les, Jamie F13, Royston, Fraser, D Whitehouse 7, Tim, and Jack TM53 Synopsis, who's just coming up towards Lodge Corner. So the championship standings going into the penultimate round. Are as follows. NGS Scooby G leads with 160 points from Jack TM53 Synopsis on 150. Jamie FL30 is on 147 with Whitford Zero on 136. The Les is on 109 with Adam Morris on 108. Fraser on 104. D Whitehouse 7 on 92. One High Mofo on 83. Royston is on 70. In 10th position. In 11th is Tim with 50, Lionel Greasby is 12th with 47, Slidergas 28 on 36, Web User Johnny on 26, Cam123 Diz on 16, Envoy Extreme also on 16, Ben Sully 2000 on 15 with Caesar 82 on 12, along with Beckinsale 1992, and ILTEL rounds out the top 20 on just 10 points. A special... Oh, it's Jack behind the pits, and that looks like Tim spun, and One High Mofo gets collected in all of that. Which is not ideal for him. If you are watching the stream, do comment and stuff. It'll be interesting to know your thoughts during the course of the sessions. And Morris goes wide at Old Hall. Jack at the moment in the lead of the fight for pole position. He's gone board with Fraser then. With the bonnets, we come up towards Old Hall. Quite two different apexes. He's gone for the earlier one. You do have the later option as well. Down the avenue and through Denton's is flick right and into the Cascades. You're only doing part of it in reality because you cut off down towards the Foster's Loop to this tight 90-degree right-hander. Absolutely pinned out of it. Down to Knickerbrook, this absolutely flat right-hander. A little lift from Fraser to get the car turned in. Up Clay Hill we go. Absolutely flat left-hander and into Water Tower again. Flat left as we head towards Druids. A double right-hander, two sets of apexes. He clips them both. And down towards Lodge Corner, the corner famously known for the Hondas in the British Touring Cars to come together between Shedden and Neil. Through Lodge, maybe a bit too much curve there from Fraser, bounces the car. Through Dearsley we go, and towards the finish. That is a lap of Oulton Park Fosters. It didn't take very long. Just about a minute here for Jack. Minute and 1 on average as Fraser gets it all wrong coming out. Whitford 0. Pitton has got a 101.4. Still over half a second as he loses the back end through Old Hall. That's going to be avoiding the barriers. Adam Morris has just come through the 90 right. Back end trying to step away there. But I do... So I again have life points on offer during the race. 22 points on offer each round. And I've got a feeling all of these cars, as Anna Morris loses it through Druids and into the barrier he goes. Scooby's in the barrier as well in the Sierra. I have a feeling, I think absolutely everyone, there is no fillers, maybe Johnny or the Dizzler might be as well at the back. But other than that, I think maybe Johnny and Dizzler maybe the only fillers, so to watch out for life points. But right now, Jack gaining the bonus point for pole position. Do watch Anna Morris coming through the bottom part of the field. Confirmation Ben Sully, wherever he is in the field. I don't think he's actually here. No, he's not. Ben Sully not here, but the Dizzler is a filler. Dizzler taking part in his second race this season. He's in the BMW. As we have just we have 6 minutes remaining in the section, 6.5. See, Jack must be tuned into the stream if he's giving me that information at the moment, which is very helpful, I must admit. Whitford comes across the line, still can't get any quicker. Jamie F30, the top Sierra at the moment. In an ideal world, Jack and Jamie need to work together to make sure that this fight for the championship goes to the final round, because Jack currently at the moment with the bonus point of pole position only 9 points away, with Jamie F30 only 13 away from Scooby, so the fight really is on here for this title. This is the only title I think that's going to go down to the final round in the Monday Night Tourist package. Jack winning the Clios with 2 rounds to spare, and Jeff winning the touring cars with a round to spare. So this is the final Monday Night Tourers title to decide. As JB crosses the line at the moment, Adam Morris, who has gone third now, so it makes it a Mercedes 1-2-3. Fraser crosses the line, he's in 5th. Scooby G down in 6th at the moment, but no real threat at the moment from him. He will know it's all about the race, not the qualifying. But it's not going to be easy in that Sierra. It's not an easy car to drive. As he goes through Druids and up towards Lodge. I would see Whitford has gone quicker. He's got a 101.247 on the board, meaning he's within he's 0.4 away from Jack. And Scooby G puts in a time to go second quickest on the board in that Sierra as he drifts it through Old Hall. .372 away from Jack. When does Jack decide just to pop out and maybe get in a couple more laps and the possibility of going quicker and making it harder for Scooby to get past and start in front on the grid? Here comes Whitford Zero, who needs to ball a couple of tenths here to get in front of Scooby G. Can't do it this time around. It's the lads in the BMW, number 14. Powering his way out of Druids, back end trying to step but not letting it go. That looks like behind Scooby G. Let's go. Oh, tell you what, let's go on board with him. This is on board with Scooby G. We've got on board for a lap here because this Sierra is very difficult to drive. Jack, as suspected, has come back out of the garage as Scooby G goes even quicker. He's now 0.2 away from Jack here. You see the throttle control needed here with the Sierra to keep it in check. Down the gears through cascades, trying to keep it as neat as possible. And into this tight right-hander. Trying to get on the power, up to Knickerbrook. See, he's a lot more delicate with the power through Knickerbrook. Got to go careful because the I don't know whether the track limits are on or not. I'd suspect they are, as he almost follows the BMW, I think, of the Les there onto the grass at Water Tower. He's down in his current time through Druids and down towards Lodge. Short shifting it. Into Lodge we go, down towards Deer's Leap. See, trying to get the power and can't quite do it. Remember, no traction control in these cars. And he puts it on provisional pole position by 1/1000th of a second. That's right, 0.001. He is on pole position in that Sierra. That is an incredible gap. Remember, Jack. Oh, sorry, no, Jack isn't in Merc. He's in the Sierra. So Jack, obviously, in level grounding here. He's now second by the smallest of margins. There's a bit of lag going on there. As someone joins, Ben Sully has joined the room. It's just about gone in there. Very lucky to survive in that respect. But that would not have helped the guys. I don't know whether I think it only affects me actually when people join the room. Here comes Jack. What can he do? He's got to have 1 or 2 more laps here. Scooby G's back in the pits. To Royston going down the bottom of the hill into Knickerbrook for him and his Sierra. The White House 7. And there's Slider Gas. So the Mercedes there just stopping. Down to Deer's Leap for Slider Gas 28. Now at the moment, Jack would be 11 down. He comes through Druids for his latest lap. Until through Lodge he comes. Into Deer's Leap. What can he do? He doesn't put it on. Oh, his lap time got invalidated. So he's got one more attempt at this. Let's ride on board. On board the roof then with the Sierra of Jack. TM53 synopsis as we go down towards the bottom of the hill after the cascades. He's not quite got the turning right, but he'll get the power on. Down to Knickerbrook. Fair play to that Mercedes getting out of the way. There's still distraction there for Jack. He's come up the hill, trying to use all of the power of the Ford. Through Druids. It's on the grass. That's not going to help him. Into Lodge. And using all the curb. What has he managed to accomplish here? No, he hasn't. He's backed out. Scooby G gets another one up on Jack this season. Here comes Jamie FL30. What can he do about this situation? Through Deer's Leap he comes. He puts it third on the grid. It's a Sierra 1, 2, 3 currently. Here comes Slider Gas. In the Mercedes. We know he's quick. Crosses the line in 8th, and that is the session over. Good evening, G. How are you, mate? As we have a look here, Scooby G takes pole position and the bonus point away from Jack TM53 Synopsis in second. Jamie FL30 starts in third. And Morris fourth, Whitford 0 5th, Fraser 6th, One High Mofo is in 7th, Sliding Gas 28 in 8th. The Les in 9th, D Whitehouse 7 is in 10th place. We have web user Johnny in 11th, Royston 12th, Dizzler 13th, Envoy Extreme 14th, Ben Sully and Tim not setting a time. It's the top 3 we're interested in though, and the man in 5th place, because now Scooby G has an 11-point advantage with just 43 points left on the board. Remember, this is round number 11 of 12, 22 points per meeting. And we have just finished qualifying, Scooby G taking that extra point. Yeah, without a doubt, G, it should be an absolute cracker out on Park Fawcett, especially with the title in contention. Those three, the top 3 will be battling like mad. And Jack and Jamie would definitely want to be working together to get Scooby G. That is for sure. But it's no one's gonna. I'll tell you what, this could be door-to-door racing around here this late on in the season. There's a lot on the line. Both Scooby and Jack have won titles in the MNT package this season. They'll want a second one. As we sink in, we have the 3 red lights at Oulton Park. We are green. And Jack's got a good getaway. That's an interesting start from a Mercedes. I think that's Fraser on the inside, but Jack, TM53 Synopsis, will be on the inside for Old Hall as we go down the Cascades, down towards Denton's. That is NGR Fraser, I think, going round. Yes, I think it is. But Jack leads into Cascades. Fraser losing the back end there. Scooby G in second with Whitford up into third. That's a great start from the Mercedes man. Jamie FL30 will go in 4th, Alan Morris, Sliding Gas in 6th, D Whitehouse 7 in 7th, the Les is in 8th, Webby's Johnny 9th, the Dizzler, Ben Sully up into 11th, a great start by him, as well as Tim up into 12th. There's Royston, Fraser, Envoy Extreme, One High Mofo at the back, so it would appear he was caught up in the earlier accident. Back at the front though, and Scooby G, looking down the inside, trying to fill the mirrors of Jack TM53 Synopsis, not quite going to work though, as we head down through Deer's Leap for the first time of 24. Scooby G just trying to fill the mirrors of Jack here. Whereas behind we have Jamie FL30 on the back of Whitford. This is not where he wants to be. They all want to be up trying to fight with Scooby. Sliding Gas has retired from the session. He is gone. Down to 15. Line astern through Knickerbrook they go. Have a look further down the field. Cameraman doesn't do a very good job. There's the Dizzler. He's been passed by One High Mofo. There's Envoy Extreme. Ben Sully has had some sort of incident there. He's down. Oh, he's actually on the grass and nearly in the barriers. Down in 15th. At the front, cameraman does a cracking job again. As we see Jamie going down the inside of Whitford, through Disley we go. Side by side up to Old Hall. Jamie should have the inside line, but Whitford could get a good run on the exit. But Jamie manages to clear him before. But still a tighter line, and Whitford's got a chance here as we come head down towards Denton's and the Cascades. All it takes is one good run. out of Old Hall, and you're there for Dentons and Cascades. But Jamie managing to hold on, and now he's got to chase down the two leaders to have any say in the outcome. There's the Les, he's got D Whitehouse 7 behind him. As we head through Knickerbrook. And up the hill we go. Towards Druids. That's not a great line from the Les. Good for space, but the tyres get dirty. He's gone to the inside now, and that's going to be an easy picking there for D Whitehouse 7. There's Royston. He's on the back of Tim, who's got a penalty. And Tim having, Royston having issues, and here comes one high mofo in the BMW. Takes Royston around the outside on the exit of Druids there. Great move. And Tim's off, unfortunately, into the barriers at Lodge. That'll lose a couple of positions there. Meanwhile, Adam Morris all over the back of Whitford. So we head up the hill towards Druids for the 4th time of 24. Here the brakes, you can see Adam Morris trying to get a better line. Whitford slightly sideways through Druids, gets away with it. Ended up playing to his hands. He held up Adam Morris quite well there. Into Lodge we go. And that's unfortunate, that for Adam Morris. The rear wheel just spinning up as Whitford took a very, very good defensive line, making sure Adam had nowhere else to go other than to back off. And it's meant he's lost time, Adam Morris, so he's going to have to build that back up. But it's still not over yet. He's only 8 tenths behind Whitford, so very easily recoverable. Jamie is starting to close in on the front two, though. Fastest man that lap around. And Ben Sully has also retired from this race. We're down to 14 men on this very small layout of Oulton Park. But Jamie really firing on all cylinders here. We're going to have a threesome for the lead. The top 3 in the championship, running in the top 3 positions. And it looks like Scooby G looking to get a good run on the exit, not quite getting it though. See Jamie in the background. I wouldn't say there's any other battles going on at the moment, looking at the timing screens. So this is the best battle you're going to get at the moment. As we head after Envoy Extreme. Oh, and again, he's disconnected. That man needs to get some new internet. He keeps disconnecting us. Jack's making a mistake out of Knickerbrook, and that has allowed Scooby G through into the lead. Jack losing the back end through Knickerbrook, and he's almost lost the position to Jamie there. Crucial moments in the title race here. If Scooby G wins this, it makes it very difficult for Jack and Jamie to win this title. There's a lot of pressure on these guys, considerable amount. This is the penultimate round. Scooby G knows if he just takes this win, he hasn't got to do a lot to win next time out. Jack goes sideways through the Cascades, now really pushing the car, and he's really caught up. He's gone absolutely broad sideways through the 90 right. Brilliant car control from Jack. But that has lost him 2 seconds to what you could call his arch rival in this series. That is save of the day from Jack. But it looks like Scooby G has not had a good run through Druids. That looks like the Dizzler running at the back at the moment. But Scooby G didn't have a good run through Druids, and it's cost him a second, maybe 1.3. So now Jack has another shot at this. He needs to make sure he keeps it calm through the Cascades. Flash of the lights to say, I'm coming for you, son. Remember, this isn't just 3 points. This is a 6-point swing here between these two positions, because Scooby G not only loses 3, but Jack gains those 3. So this is a big moment. If Jack can do this, that's a 6-point swap from what they currently are right now. Looking further back, we have Whitford, who's now behind Adam Morris. A slight mistake made through Cascades, because Whitford was on the back of Janey. But Adam Morris managing to get through. So, bit of a shame that for Whitford. He normally runs quite well in that Mercedes. He still is, I guess, in a way. But not quite keeping up with the front guys at the moment. Further back, we have wave user Johnny, who's about to get overtaken by One High Mofa because he's gone really slow coming out of the Cascades into the 90 right. One High Mofa will take him through Knickerbrook, and I'm going to guess that is a time penalty he's had to serve, as he's not gone very quickly at all through Knickerbrook, as the Dizzler has retired as well. We're down to 12. Out the front, though, we have Scooby G. Jack Team 53 Synopsis still trying to hunt him down. 8/10 the gap. There's another back marker getting on the way. I believe that could well be Tim. Yes, it is. Tim 78. Through Druids, you see this is where Jack is strong. Really getting the power down as we head up towards Lodge for the 9th time of 24. Only Fraser made a pit stop in this race. Where is he? There he is. It's not a bad recovery so far from Fraser. He's up into 7th place. A good drive by him, and he's not far away from Adam Morris. Adam Morris has made a mistake here. Adam Morris is down to 6, so he's obviously been off somewhere. So that allows Whitford 0 back up into 4th place. But at the front we have a 2/10 gap, and then looks like Jack's going to go side by side through Knickerbrook we go. Not quite, backs out of it. Almost a gap there for Jack as we head up towards Druids, and you can see Scooby G pushing the car, the back end wanting to step out, going over the hill. Oh, Jack's almost lost the rear on the curb. You do not want to take that line in these cars. The 3 Sierras now nip and tuck going into Lodge. We're almost at the halfway point as well. I'd like to know, anyone watching, who you think, once we end lap number 12, who you think's going to win this? Because this is really in the balance as Jan goes sideways through Old Hall. Still a little bit sideways on the exit. That's going to lose him a bit of time, but it means he's got a bit of a gap to Scooby G coming through the Cascade, which isn't entirely a bad thing. You can see Scooby G really pushing it, and he's gone. Scooby G's lost it through Cascades. That is big news for the championship. He's come back on the circuit, and Whitford is not far behind him. But that means Jack now leads here, and the gap would come down to 5 points heading into the Nordschleife. What a race we've got going on here. There's Scooby G, he's down in 3rd. He is the final podium place runner. If he loses another place, that's another 2 points out of his pocket. He needs to go careful now as we go on to lap number 12. There is Fraser and Adam Morris. They're starting to come together here. I'll keep an eye on the gap between Scooby and Whitford as well, because this has just got very interesting in terms of the title fight. Adam Morris with Fraser behind. Not a lot going at the moment. But Fraser is gradually nipping time out of Adam as we come through the course of this lap. So you head through Lodge, down through Dearsley, this for the 12th time, we're now halfway through. And Jamie's made a mistake somewhere. Because Jamie is now right in the clutches of Scooby G and Whitford here. My word, the action just keeps on coming around Oulton Park. Because Scooby G really has his work cut out, because Whitford is not a slow bloke. And as soon as he tags onto you, he does not go away. He's like blinking super glue. Scooby G trying a different line, making sure he gets the power on. Whitford try and keep an eye on both battles here. So we head into Lodge. Good cameraman work. Loving your work. There's Scooby G, current championship leader. But here comes Whitford. You see Scooby trying to search out that slipstream, make sure he gets it. Doesn't do a lot, but it does enough at the moment. As I believe that's Royston getting out of the way. As he's being lapped. On to lap 14 we go. And Whitford is looking very racy through the cascades. You can tell just how much more stable the Mercedes is compared to that Sierra. The pace Whitford's carrying through the corners. So that Sierra is really quick in a straight line once it gets shifting. Jack now in no man's land in the lead, but he'll be happy about that. No one to pressure him. He can just get on with his own race. Whilst this is happening, Adam Morris has lost Fraser, but he's on the back of DY House 7 instead. So Fraser making a somewhat of a mistake somewhere, or a time penalty. Whitford has dropped off the back here of Scooby G, so maybe a mistake through Lodge. Just trying to get the power down. I'm sure he'll come back in. Remember, we've got a lot of laps remaining. This is lap 15 of 24. So a lot of laps to go on a track that is very difficult to do consistent times. Meanwhile, good cameraman work again, as DY House 7 now has Adam Morris behind. As we head through the bottom, and DY House 7 goes wide. Easy pickings for Adam Morris. That'll be 5th place. Why is it I always catch this at the wrong time for the cameraman? Scooby G still looking at the back of that turquoise, well, it's turquoise, a bright blue Sierra of Jamie FL30, who's right now causing a bit of havoc to his championship. So he had at the bottom, and now Whitford right on the back of Scooby G. Here on lap number 16, it's just a case now for Whitford. Where can he make a move? Is he close enough for Druids? I don't think he is. He'll look maybe for the Ectim, try and force Scooby G into trying to spin the rear tyres up. Oh, and he's almost succeeded there. Scooby G has a big wiggle through Druids. This allows Whitford Zero to come down the inside. Up towards Lodge they come. Oh, it's tight. Scooby G looking like he's trying to squeeze Whitford into the corner there. Just about defends his position. But that was a real scare for Scooby G. Because if this fight comes down to just 3 points, it means if Jack takes pole and the win at Nordschleife, he will lose the title. So he has to be very, very careful here. I hope G listens to that. Next week is the Nürburgring 24-hour in the Sierra Colesworth. I know it's a favourite track of yours, G, so interesting one to watch. So we carry on round, and DY7 has managed to get the place back from Adam Morris somehow, some way. But Scooby G now looking down the inside, not going to get an overlap at all coming into Lodge. They're coming up to lap someone. I believe that's web user Johnny. Yes, it is. Flash the lights from Jamie say, we're lapping you. But at the moment, web user Johnny not really posing a threat. He lets him go now. Down to Cascades for the 18th time. Whitford Zero still on the chart. Oh, he's had a bit of a correction to be made there. It's lost him a bit of time to Scooby G. Yeah, he's 7/10 down his best lap, and he's running a bit wide through Druids. Any room for you? Maybe. We do have a couple of fillers in tonight, so keep an eye on the Facebook pages. Scooby G, look, oh, he's gone very wide through Deers Lake, but he's got the inside for Old Hall. Jamie FL30 is about to lose out to second place. Scooby G up into second, which benefits him greatly in this title race. And that's Jamie round. What? I think Jamie just catching the grass. Let's have a look at my... No, he's lost it and then caught the grass. Amazing skills from Whitford to avoid that, but I think penalisation. I'm trying to work out what happened to Whitford there. Oh, looks like he lost it. Yes, Whitford ended up losing it as well. So that means Scooby G is pretty much home and dry in second place, unless he makes a mistake as we head on to lap number 20. Meanwhile, Adam Morris and Fraser now side by side, this for 5th place. DY has him behind Adam Morris down the inside. Good move, though Fraser looking to get the switch back. Through Disley we come, they're side by side still as we head up towards Old Hall for the 20th time for these guys. Hit the brakes, Fraser down the inside. Good move all over the curb, a bit door to door rubbing there, nothing special though. So we now head down towards the Cascades. Adam Morris takes a place, he's now 5th. Fraser decides, Gates trying to make a move there. Although, potentially looking at Nickerbrook, not quite. Up towards Druids we come. Let's do nip and tuck as we head into the double right-hander. Down towards Lodge for the 2 Mercedes drivers. There's your closest battle on circuit right now. Go on board with Fraser here. Oh, look how close to the bumper he was there. Into Old Hall. Slightly different lines between the two, but Adam Morris keeping the place at the moment as we keep on board with the Mercedes driver of NGR Fraser. It's the brake down into the 90 right. Oh, he still can't quite get the room past. Good pace from Adam Morris through Knickerbrook though. That's going to give him a bit of breathing room. As we head into Druids, Jack just coming through the bottom of the Cascades as he's on lap number 22. Into Lodge and into Disney. Oh, and Adam Morris is almost loose at the back end there. Good cameraman work. I think Jamie's given up on trying to chase down Scooby G. He's going to take his third place and run. So you continue to watch this battle for fifth place here and onto lap number 22. Jack just coming through the final corner as these two coming down through the Cascades. Jack going on to lap number 23 now. Yeah, if you do want to spot G, just watch out for the post on the NXTGEN page and pop your PSN down. I'm sure if you're first reserve in there, you will probably get a run in it. As Fraser continues to look at the back of Adam Morris's car, which must be quite boring. Through Lodge and Deers Leap we go for the 22nd time. It's been a hell of a recovery drive from Fraser. Remember, he had that spin and that little incident at turn 1 on... Oh, DY7 got disqualified, apparently. Or was that in... That might be in... I think that was from qualifying. That's just weirdly popped up in my right-hand screen. Fraser, though, still on the back. Off Adam. I'll try and tag you in actually, G, when it goes up. Because I know you enjoy Nordschleife. So obviously Nürburgring 24 hours, so obviously the GP loop and the old school circuit. As Fraser continues to hassle the back of Adam Morris. There's someone off in the weeds. What's happened to Jack? I haven't seen that, but Jack has gone. That means I'm not going to quote any points because I don't know what's going to happen, because I know decisions can be made. If that was a disconnect... Ah, okay. So it looks like Jack got a drive-through penalty when Scooby G spun off. And he's gone to the final lap and it's already disqualified him. But Scooby G does cross line first. I don't think that will matter though. I believe that is Jamie, FL30. He's spun at Lodge. Whitford 0 will come home second on the road. But again, I'm not going to quote these results properly as Jamie comes home in third. Fraser will be in fourth. As he takes Adam Morris on the final corner by the seams of that. A provisional fifth for Adam Morris. A good drive by him. D. Whitehouse 7 will cross the line 6th in this race. He'll be the final man, I believe, to cross the line. As we wait for one more. There we go. Remember, these are provisional, and I'm going to be honest, I don't see this staying the same. I reckon Jack will actually take the win here at Oulton Park. But as the road sits provisionally, and a very big emphasis on provisionally, Scooby G takes the win from Whitford 0. Jamie FL30, GR Adam Morris apparently takes fourth, although that will be swapped around. Again, Picar's timing not quite right there. So Fraser 4th, Adam Morris 5th, DY 7 6th, Bonheim Mofo 7th, Webby's of Johnny 8th, The Laird's 9th, Royston 10th, Tim 11th, Jack got DQ'd, but again I believe he will take the win in this race, but that will be up to stewarding inquiry. Ben Sully retired after lap 2. Others did retire. The Dizzler retired as well as, if I can remember who it was, don't know. Someone else retired. Sorry, Envoy Extreme disconnected. But Scooby G does provisionally take the win. I do think he'll get reversed though, so the points tables, if the results go as I think they do, Scooby G would have an 8-point lead going into Nordschleife. If they don't get reversed, then it's a very big gap, basically. But next up is the modern touring cars in about 5-10 minutes, so stay tuned on the channel for that one. That will be up very, very shortly. But do join us for the finale at the Nürburgring 24-hour circuit in a week's time, when we can crown our Season 13 Group A1 Tourers champion. But from me, the Group A1 boys, thank you for watching tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening.